There are so many ways a research student can be funded, either through a specific program, industry or government, but these programs are very competitive because of the limited spaces. So before you even think about applying for the place, make sure that you look for the right source of funding, and along with that, the project that is associated with that funding. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Patrick, a PhD student at Oxford, and in this series I share the best study tips and hacks that I've been using myself. Right, let's do this. FindAPhD.com is an excellent place to start because they list all kinds of different PhD studentships and various different research degree types. And if they're not listed on this page, then they're likely just going to be listed on the university page itself. Here on this page, you can filter for subject areas, the university, the location, etc. So in this example, I want to apply to UCL and the physical sciences specifically. Each listed project will detail for whom the funding is intended for. In most of the cases, it's UK and home students, but for some projects, it's also for international students. The remaining details are the same: what the project is about, requirements to get in, who the supervisor would be, and how you would actually apply. Sometimes the positions are not advertised, and if they are, they can be quite low-key. So for example, a professor could advertise on their own website that they are hiring for a given position. But most of the times the professors will advertise on other websites like FindAPhD.com or the university website, etc. So let's walk through an example. This is the homepage of a professor at the University of Oxford. If you click on the Join Me page, it details whether they are open to applications, and if so, how you should actually apply. Either to them directly, this is especially true if you are proposing a research project, or via a PhD studentship, a 1+3 year program in the UK, etc. Either way, if you're interested in working with a professor for a master's or PhD project, definitely reach out to the person and include the following. Why do you love their work? What are your research interests? What are you currently working on? And if it's not obviously stated, ask if they have any funding available. Regardless, I would reach out to the supervisor because you want to get to know the person and you want to know the details of the project. And this is very important because you'll end up spending a significant amount of time with the supervisor over the many years. So you want to make sure that you actually get along with the person before you even send out the application. In the UK, there is a government body that deals with undergrad and postgrad loans. So for your postgrad studies, you can take a loan of around £10,000. If you're applying for a master's degree and looking to take up a loan to pay for the tuition fees, then obviously this is a great choice. And depending on the course, it may even completely cover the complete tuition fees. This is typically the case for standalone postgrad research degrees like MPhil or MRes, where the tuition is around only £5,000. Here's an example of the University of Bath. You can take a postgrad doctoral loan of up to around £26,000. You can apply for this loan in any year of your course, but they say that if you apply after your first year, chances are you won't actually get the maximum amount. Finally, if you're based outside of the UK or not a British national and you want to study in the UK for a postgrad degree, definitely check your home country's government for a scholarship or loan program that is very similar to the UK. So if you know which university you want to go to, the fastest way to find scholarship for that university is the university's scholarship search page. Let's use the scholarship page of my undergrad uni as an example. Just Google the university name and look for the scholarship page for postgrad studies. Here you can filter for your requirements and you'll quickly find what matches your profile. For PhD students specifically, there are things called studentships. These are fully funded PhD projects that cover the total tuition fees. They pay you a maintenance stipend and they pay you some money on top for traveling to conferences and materials, etc. The cool thing is, some of these projects are funded by industry, which means that during your PhD time, you can actually intern at that company at some point. Let's use my undergrad uni as an example. Same as before, just Google the university name and studentships and you'll quickly find the relevant results. Here you will filter for the department and specific subject area. All of these studentships will detail the projects, the requirements, and who your supervisor would be and how to actually apply. In the UK, there's a brilliant program called the 1+3 year program. This is a fully funded 1-year master's followed by a 3-year PhD program. If you don't have a master's degree or you come from a different background where it makes sense to complete a master's degree first before doing your PhD work, then this program is excellent for you. Here is an example for a 1+3 year program from UCL. They explain the outline of the master's and the PhD studies and what you need to do to apply to this program. There are so many ways a research student can be funded through either government, specific programs, industry, etc. But these programs are very competitive because of the limited spaces. So before you even send out the application, make sure that you spend some time looking for the right source of funding, and with that, the project that is associated with that funding. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you learned something new, please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram, where I document my PhD journey and share some of my personal and relatable things along the way.